Sami Zaidan. You're watching Al Jazeera live from Doha.
Live from Kuala Lumpur.
Live from Washington.
Live from London.
Of intolerance and the amount of troubles and conflicts that we see right now, I think major part of reason of it is the fact that people cannot understand each other. Therefore, Al Jazeera will bridge that divide and will try to introduce nations and cultures and civilizations to it.
وأنا ألوم الجزيرة مرة أخرى أنها تسوق للأمريكان قبل أن تتأكد.
I can definitively say that what Al Jazeera is doing is vicious, inaccurate, and inexcusable.
Outside the Al Jazeera offices in Doha, a memorial to journalists around the world who've lost their lives. In April 2003, reporter Tariq Ayoub was killed by US forces while reporting from the Al Jazeera bureau in Baghdad. Correspondent Taysir Olouni spent years in prison and is still under house arrest in Spain. Cameraman Sami Al-Hajj has been held in detention without trial in Guantanamo for the past 4 years. Correspondents around the globe have been beaten and threatened.
I'm media, guys. I'm media. Isn't that enough? Media.
The Al Jazeera offices in Kabul and Baghdad have been bombed, but the coverage continued. It's a proud tradition that Al Jazeera English will follow. Here in Doha and at news centres in London, Washington and Kuala Lumpur, people from more than 40 nations have come together with one common intent: to set the news agenda, to provide information that is honest and accurate.
ولكن المشادات التي حدثت هذه المرة كانت ما بين الأمن وما بين أسر الضحايا الذين حاولوا دخول هذه القاعة أو قاعة المحكمة. عفوا ميسون، الحشود تأتي الآن. لا سأذهب الآن، يعني لا أستطيع.
ربما تشاهدون الآن، أعتذر عن ما يحدث الآن، يحاولون
ولن نغادر مصر، ولن نغادر مصر.
الناس يتخلوا المصريين ينزلوا الشوارع
سنوات من أجل ثورة 25 يناير.
اللي حصل
هذا ما يفعله الأمن المركزي بالثوار، هذا ما يفعله بأهالي الشهداء.
الأمن المركزي
بأهالي الشهداء.
طبعا نجحت وانتصرت للجزيرة نصف هذا الانتصار. يعني أنا خارج الجزيرة وأنا أقول هذا الكلام، كان للجزيرة أكثر من نصف الانتصار فيما جرى في الشارع المصري في الثورة المصرية.
Call it biased, call it unprofessional, but in the end the Al Jazeera was much more warm, much more enthusiastic about covering the revolution. They were more revolutionary, if you wish, than the Arabiya people.
When it comes to Al Arabiya, it was a mixed view, and for some people consider that this is wonderful because you have a balance in the coverage of Al Arabiya. But it could be for other people, they saw it this way. They saw Al Arabiya has always been the favorite and the preferred channel for Mubarak regime.
And then go to the most extreme where you've got a global a set of global networks that Al Jazeera has been the leader in, that are literally changing people's minds and attitudes. And like it or hate it, it is really effective. And in fact, viewership of Al Jazeera is going up in the United States because it's real news. You may not agree with it, but you feel like you're getting real news around the clock instead of a million commercials and, arguments between talking heads and the kind of stuff that we do on our news, which, is not particularly informative to us, let alone foreigners.